Hey everybody, my name is Mamadou Diallo, and on today's video I want to talk to you about how you also can cash flow just like me on average. Look at that. Look at that. Let me see if you can see it. $10,813. This is just one of the dozens of properties that we own in different couple of states, which is Maryland, here in Atlanta, Texas, and certain parts of Illinois. Guess what? All of these going after pre-foreclosures. This is just one property. If I can do it, why can't you do it? Just 3 years ago, I didn't even know what the term real estate meant. And by going after pre-foreclosures, guess what? I was able to quit my 9 to 5, replace my 9 to 5's income with cash flow in real estate that allows me today. Right now, I'm sitting at my studio at home, work from home, see my family whenever I want, work from wherever I want, and I'm still doing deals every single day. Just today, we started another fix and flip here in Atlanta, and guess how we found it? Yes, you guessed it, pre-foreclosures. Yes, it works. I didn't have any sales background neither. And guess what? English is not even my first language. It's probably my fourth or fifth language. So what is your excuse? On today's video, what I really want to talk about is why a lot of people fail when it comes to going after pre-foreclosures. The number one reason that I found when I talk to newbies is that they end up giving up too quick. They market to pre-foreclosures for maybe 3 weeks, and they realize right after they start marketing to these pre-foreclosure sellers that I'm confused. These sellers, they're about to lose their home and they don't want to hand me over the keys to their homes and just let me take it for free. Why not? Why not? They cannot afford the monthly payments. Why don't they just give me the keys? I don't understand. I have to follow up with them. I'm ripping my hair off. Like, they don't want to pick up the phone. They're ghosting me. Yes, they will absolutely ghost you. They will absolutely procrastinate. They will absolutely... Listen, how do we make money in real estate? Off market, real estate, or even on market, how do we make money? We solve problems. So that means by definition, you have to find people that have problems, and the people that have the biggest problems in real estate are people that are going through financial challenges, which is what pre-foreclosures are. These are people that are behind on either the mortgage, HOA, they owe money to somebody that is basically trying to collect and is trying to foreclose on the house and collect. So they have to do something. Plus, it's public data. So it's public information. So they've already raised their hands and said, I have to do something about my situation, or somebody else will, right? But with that being said, a lot of these sellers, they're natural procrastinators. That's the first reason why they're in this problem in the first place. The lender has been calling them. The lender has been sending them chunk of mails on top of mails. And guess what they've been doing? They've been avoiding the calls. They've been avoiding the mails. They've been taking the mail and putting it in the trash. So if they've been avoiding the bank because they think they're gonna either one, find the solution, they can pray about it, it's just gonna disappear. Somebody's going to fall from the sky and solve their problem. What makes you think that the first day that you call them, just because they're behind on their bills, they will hand you over their house? That's not how it works. That's not how it works. But put yourself in their shoes. That's what your job is. You're a problem solver. Put yourself in their shoes. Imagine if you owned a home where you've been living, I don't know, 15, 20 years, 30 years, 10 years, 2 years, really doesn't matter. Where you've been living with your family, maybe alone, maybe with your girlfriend, maybe with your wife, your kids, right? And all of a sudden, you're about to lose it to auction because of life circumstances, which is not really accidental. It's either a loss of a job, right? Divorce, a lot of it. You're going to run through a lot of those people that are going through divorce. So it's not like it's random. But what I'm saying is there's something that happened that put them in that situation. And now the result of that is they can no longer afford to keep making these monthly payments. Okay. Not only that, it's typically not only about the house. They also have other problems going on in their private life. So imagine if it was you and a stranger calls you out of the blue and goes, hey, my name is X, Y, and Z. I'm a real estate investor. I wanted to see, I drove by your house and I wanted, I know, plus you're fumbling, you're so new, you're so so nervous, you don't even know what to say, right? So why would they trust you the first day, or even the second day, or even the third day, right? You have to consistently be able to follow up with these sellers and truly, truly let them know that you're here to help. You're here to help them navigate this situation. You completely understand things happen. They're not the only one. There is other sellers out there going through the same situation, and they're already motivated. You don't need to motivate them, but you do need to convince them that you are the right person for them to trust to help them solve this problem. And how can you achieve that? If you give up on the second day, then they were right. They were right because you're not consistent. That means you wouldn't have followed up anyway to help them solve their problem. If you've called the lender and the lender said for whatever reason no, or doesn't matter, you will give up. So why should they trust you, right? Why should they work with you? No, these sellers end up working with the ones that understand that the money is in the follow-up. First conversation, then after that is the follow-up. You follow up with them. They're not ready. They haven't come to reality yet. They're still praying about it, but you still follow up. Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here. How is that option going? I know you said you're going to try that loan modification. How is that going? Right? Hey, I'm here as a last resort. As a last resort. If you're trying to keep your home, I might not be personally involved, but I will advise you. And if you're looking to sell, I'm here as an option plan, as a plan B, right? The people that end up getting the deals, guys, is the people that follow up consistently. And there's a process to it. There are steps to it. Now, here's the great thing about when you're new. When you're new, if you just simplify your process, it makes your life way easier. You don't have much to say anyway. So it makes your job way simpler, way easier. What happens with newbies is they want to complicate this thing, right? They want to go in and know what to say, and they start pitching to the seller. Hey, I'm an investor. I got money. I have a financial partner. They start making up all these things that doesn't make sense. Here is the perfect script when you're new. The first thing first is you want to build your network. You want to reach out to somebody who's actually actively doing these deals. And guess what you want to do? You want to have them in your back pockets in case you generate leads so they can help you close on it. Easy. Facebook Marketplace is a good one, right? You can find it on Zoom masterminds, right? You can find it on networking events. People that are actively closing these deals, not people that haven't done deals since the 1980s. And if you call these sellers, really simple. Hey, just so you know, I am new into this, but my partner have extensive experience. But I just wanted to see first, what options are you open to? If you're looking to keep, if you're looking to sell, and then I'll set up a follow-up appointment with him. He specializes in helping homeowners out of foreclosure, and he'll explain to you the next steps. This makes your life so much easier, number one. Number two, now you can talk to way more sellers because you're not spending 1 hour with a seller, only maybe 7 minutes. And you send it to whoever that partner you end up choosing, right? To learn more, I want you to go to this website, boomwealthbuilders.com, right? You guys asked for it. I came up with it, put a bunch of series together to show you the very basics of pre-foreclosures, keep it simple for you. And then if you go through this and you prove to me that you went through this and you understand the basics and you're ready to take action and you want to be part of my hands-on training, boom. I'll show you how to talk to the sellers. I'll show you how to take action. I'll show you how to simplify this process. I'll show you how to not overthink it and go actually take the action and start making money today, not tomorrow, today. All right? If you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to listen and do the work, because most people, they're looking for that magic button to help them avoid doing the work. That doesn't exist. Right? So that's the number one problem. The newbies, they try to overcomplicate and they stop following up. The money is in the follow-up. You have to consistently follow up with the sellers. They will block your number, call them with a different number. They block that one, you text them with a different number, go back and door knock on the door. The second problem is this. Most newbies are in states that we call judicial states. Judicial states. This is like Maryland, New Jersey, those kind of states where it takes the process for the lenders to foreclose on the seller takes so long. even Central Florida. You can talk to a seller. I've talked to some, now I've done pre-foreclosures in Maryland, but very rarely, right? But you can talk to some sellers in Maryland, New Jersey, or Central Florida that have been behind on their payments since 2011 and they still haven't gotten foreclosed on. So there is no sense of urgency. What should you do when you're in this kind of state? Really simple. Remember, you are not a sheep. You're not a goat. Okay, this is 2023. You are not tied with a rope into your backyard. That's the great thing about this real estate off-market wholesaling investing is that you can virtually do deals anywhere in the States virtually without moving from your couch. Just a computer and a phone, preferably an iPhone. Okay, but that was my situation when I used to live in Maryland. I just moved to Atlanta, but when I used to live in Maryland, that was the challenge. That was the challenge with most of these sellers. Even though I ended up doing few pre-foreclosure deals in Maryland, most sellers in pre-foreclosures there is no sense of urgency. They don't want to do anything because they know the process takes so long. They can wait. I don't care. If you don't pay my bills, then give me $100,000 in my pockets. Then come and help me tie my shoelaces. Then you wash my car. I'm not selling you my home. That's basically the attitude, right? So me personally, and I'll give you advice, what I started doing is this. I focused on being good at talking to these sellers and knowing the mechanics and the process and the steps to stop auctions. And I started building relationships with newbies that are marketing in the market of Texas. Texas is a non-judicial state, right? So I would go on all this Facebook marketplace and, every Zoom, I'll be putting my information in the chat, every live Zoom where somebody's doing a webinar. When I go to networking events, I let newbies know that, hey, if you're in Texas and you're struggling to talk to a seller that is in pre-foreclosures, I know how to stop the auction. I know how to talk to the lender. I know how to talk to the seller. Reach out to me and I'll help you out. I'll talk to the seller, even if it's on a three-way, and we'll JV together. Now, you might be sitting there and go, well, Mamadou, I'm not good on the phone. I don't know how to talk to the lender. I don't know what the process is. That's why you need to go to the Boom Wealth. You will learn exactly how to do this, how to be good at this. Now, as far as getting good at talking to the sellers, negotiating these deals, right? You have to be able to be part of the hands-on practices. You have to be able to be part of the hands-on, trainings. Every single day from Monday to Friday, this is something you practice. Because if in your state, obviously you're not going to fly every day somewhere and drive for dollars or go door knock. You're not going to do that, right? Just find newbies that are already doing it in that market. They're new, have them set their appointments, and you help them close the sellers. You JV with them. That's how I've built my momentum. Up to today, I've done deals in states that I've never been. Texas is one of them. I've never been there, right? I've done deals in New Jersey. Never saw these properties, right? I've done deals in states I don't even know, like certain parts of Florida that I've never been there. But every opportunity, every single day, I was focused on harnessing my skills and being resourceful and understanding the steps. And you're gonna see one of the videos that you're gonna watch if you go on this website and check it out. One of those videos shows you the options on how to stop an auction. I focused on mastering that, and because I've mastered that, these newbies will come to me. They'll just go and do the pitch that I just told you earlier. For the newbies, to keep it simple, they'll go do the pitch, have the appointment set up, and I will be the one hopping on the seller with the bank. I still do it today. I'm working with a guy right now, Ryan. What's up, Ryan, if you're watching this video? And I'm helping him right now stop an auction with a seller that has a VA loan. This is in a really, really great area in Florida, right? So, but you have to do something. You cannot just do nothing and get deals. You have to do something, right? You have to do something, all right, guys? So the first mistake is not following up. These sellers, you have to follow up with them. They'll procrastinate. Yes, they will ghost you. Yes, you will have like 5 deals on the contract and only close on 3 because 2 others, you cannot save the people that want to be saved. They will back up. They will back out last minute, blah, blah, blah. This is why it's so important to be part of the hands-on training so you can learn how to have upfront verbal strong agreement with them, then add all of that into the paperwork for you to avoid bunch of headaches in the back end. But it takes time. You cannot learn all this in one day. There's steps to it. There's processes to it. You need to understand the KPIs, right? How many people you have to talk to a day to get a contract? Okay, how many times you have to follow up? All these things, there's process to it. You cannot just wing it. All right. The other reason, the number three would be people are just not trying. They're brutally, absolutely lazy. Just not trying at all. Not looking into it. Information junkies, jumping from strategy to strategy, right? Or not understanding that maybe they're going after the wrong leads because of their current situation. Maybe they have a 9 to 5, they don't have a lot of time, they're working from Monday to Sunday, or they're working most of the day's hours. And so they're trying to market to these leads, but they don't have the time necessary to put into it to be effective. And so maybe they should focus on something else. If you go on this website, after you go through that training and then you be part of the hands-on training, that's also something we're going to go over, because everybody is different. There's no such thing as one glove fit all hands, right? You have to understand your situation where you're at, because maybe you market into the wrong leads. But mostly when I talk to newbies that are struggling to get anything going, it is because they're either one, they've heard that it's easy. It's not easy, it's simple, but it's not easy, or they don't want to do the work. They're honestly lazy. They don't want to do the work. That's the only pill no guru can save you from. I don't care what they say. I don't care how many mini courses they sell you to make your life easy. It's not. The only person making money is them with those mini courses. You have to do the work. You have to do something. All right, guys. So I hope this video was valuable to you. If you got any value out of it, don't be greedy with the algorithm. Give me a thumb up, give me a like, leave a comment. Let me know if you're going to check the website out. That's number one. Number two, let me know if you have any more questions. I might just create a video just to answer your question. And you can find me on all social media platforms. Connect with me on Instagram at real estate DLO, like my last name, and all the other platforms, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, Snapchat. Find me everywhere. Guys, give this video a like and share it with other people that can benefit from this information. All right. And if you want to be part of so right now I have a physical workshop every single week on Saturdays in Atlanta, teaching newbies, crushing it. The action takers are crushing it. We have already closed a lot of deals. Some deals we're working on right now. So if you're in Atlanta and you're not part of it, I don't know what you're doing, right? That's number one. Number two, I'm about to start a virtual one. I'm about to start a virtual on Zoom, because I'm getting demands from Florida, from Texas, from other states, people that cannot make it to the physical one. But I am absolutely going to be picky on whom I'm going to allow to come, because I don't want to be around information junkies anymore. I'm allergic to it. I need people that when they come, they appreciate the information, but they also take action on it, not just consume it, but take action on it, and that are okay being held accountable for the actions that they take. If you don't, you get out. That's it. All right. Until next time, guys, stay bold, be bold. Boom, boom, boom.